Hi, this is Kevin Thomas with the At Home Film Festival. I am so excited about this episode because we're going to look at leading men. Back here we see them through the years. There's been Clark Gable and James Stewart and Marlon Brando and Gregory Peck and Sidney Poitier and Jack Nicholson and Al Pacino, Robert De Niro, Denzel Washington. They are all leading men. What takes them to be a leading man is they got box office clout and they're talented. Many of them went on to win Oscars and many nominations, but we all know who they are. I'm going to take a look at the up-and-coming leading men, the young guns. 3 that are under 30 that have made an impact already, and I think that they all should, could, and will be superstars, like many of them that we see here. So let's take a look at these 3 special actors, shall we? Lucas Hedges has already made quite a name for himself. He was Oscar nominated for Manchester by the Sea, and he actually was up for 49 different awards for that film. So you could watch that one. But let's take a look at some of his other work, like Boy Interrupted here. He was up for many awards for this, and this kind of didn't fare well in the US. You could watch it on HBO, by the way, right now. And this has Lucas going toe-to-toe with 2 Oscar winners, Russell Crowe and Nicole Kidman, as a young gay man that gets sent to conversion therapy camp, which we all know is not a real thing, yet it's a place where the straight religious people that think we can't have gays in the world send their young people to go to straighten them out. But oh God, what he goes through at that awful camp where they just treat him so poorly, inhumane. This movie is so great, gripping. It will make you bite your fingers the whole time and worry about poor Lucas Hedges. It's also got great performances by Nicole and Russell. Wow, this movie's wonderful, and it just shows what a great actor he is. Another Lucas movie I am focusing on is Ben is Back with Julia Roberts. Once again, he goes toe-to-toe with a big star. He is a drugged out young man that his mother tries so hard to get him on the straight and narrow. You could watch it with me on Hulu, by the way. What a riveting performance. Oh, he's done so many dramas. I mean, Manchester by the Sea is really a sad film. I'm happy, though, lately he's done some more uplifting films and comedies, so it shows he's got a great range, but he really is the everyman that we see in so many stars, and he's a great actor. You should seek him out. Oh my God, this movie, The High Note, this is how I discovered Kelvin Harrison Jr. He's attractive, he's charismatic, he can actually sing and act, and I thought he was so good in this film. Right after it, I had to look him up and watch all his other stuff because he is mesmerizing, and yet he's not the big star yet. So we have to support him and watch his movies.
I've been this way.
Oh, Kelvin.
Through all of my pleasures, through all of the pain, I know that hard times can get in the way. But even the worst nights, there's nothing I change.
Kelvin is continuously working. He's in Elvis this year, and he's got another movie coming out where there's Oscar buzz called Chevalier. But let's take a look at some of his other works so you know him as well as I do now, okay? I had trouble narrowing down Kelvin's movies to just a few, so I'm cheating here by doing 2 from 2019, which was a banner year for him. First, we had the acclaimed movie Loose, which you could find on Hulu, where he plays a young man who was adopted by a white family, and he writes this paper that gets his teacher concerned about him harboring ill feelings, hate, and possibly future crimes. Is he or isn't he? We really explore this in great depth in this film with a terrific cast, including Naomi Watts and Octavia Spencer. He, though, shows what a range he has in even just this one role. He's friendly, he's sad, he can make you fearful. What a terrific performance from 2019. But that wasn't enough for 2019 because he also did Waves, another acclaimed film which you could find on Peacock. Oh my God, this movie has stories within stories and layers, and he's like an onion. You keep peeling off a layer and finding the depth of his character. He plays a successful high school wrestling person who has an injury, but he doesn't tell anybody. Instead, he turns to drugs, which it does not become a movie then about drugs, and it does not become a movie about self-hate or fighting back. I won't even tell you the many different directions this film goes into, but they're all wonderful, believable, and makes you so thrilled to be able to enjoy the great talents of Kelvin Harrison Jr. And actually, when I saw the previews of the movie coming soon, Cyrano, I think it was last year, I saw Kelvin, so I said, oh my God, there's my new favorite star. I am going to this movie. A lot of us didn't go to the theater, and actually this episode of my show, I waited for this movie to be free so I could share it with you. And I can't wait any longer. It's not free. It's cheaper now to buy, $7.99, but you could rent it for $5.99. But oh my God, he plays the more less intelligent version of the person who Roxanne is more interested in the Cyrano story because he's handsome and debonair and not as bright as Cyrano himself. But this musical is so wonderful. Let's take another listen to the wonderful Kelvin Harrison Jr. Final star is Timothée Chalamet. He has a movie coming out this year with also Oscar buzz for Best Actor, Bones and All. He's already been nominated for an Oscar. I think he was the youngest person ever nominated for Best Actor from his movie Call Me By Your Name. And he's also been in 5 movies that have been up for Best Picture, including Dune. So in many ways, he's already a superstar, but just in case we all don't know him, this is our chance to get an introduction. One of his less known films is on Netflix called The King. It's a story of Henry V, which has been done many times by great actors. So for Timothy to step in those shoes is brave enough. But this is almost probably the film that led to Dune because it's got action, it's a period piece, it really brings the story home, it's wonderful, it's epic, it's everything you'd expect. He's a brooding young actor and that really plays a big part in this film. I can't even finish a sentence, that's how good this movie is. So you should check this out on Netflix because it's really a gem that may have been overlooked by many people, but let's not make it us, okay? Our final Timothée Chalamet film is Beautiful Boy on Prime. He was this is such a travesty in my world. He was nominated for 27 different awards for Best Supporting Actor. And by the way, Steve Carell is equally great. And the website I love to follow, goldderby.com, which predicts nominees and winners, he was the front runner for Best Supporting Actor. He did not get nominated. But wow, this is a story of a family that has a lifetime of drug problems with mostly Timothy, but other people in the family. It's really, Steve Carell tries so hard to help his son. And his son, of course, is a drug addict and all he wants is his next fix. Both of them are brilliant, great film. This just tells us all how wonderful an actor that not only Steve Carell is, but Timothée Chalamet. I look forward to more things that he has to do because he is simply wonderful. He's an actor that will be, and probably almost is, a superstar leading man. Check it out. So that's our show of the week. Please comment below. I love to hear comments. I would love to hear from you. Let me know what you thought. What other up-and-coming actors should we explore one day? And always remember to share, that's right, and to subscribe. And tell your friends to subscribe and to share. As we leave, we're taking a last look at Timothée Chalamet in his Oscar-nominated performance from Call Me By Your Name. If you have not seen the movie, tune out now. But this scene, this end scene, is so wonderful because all it has is Timothy reflecting on everything that happened in the movie as he really not look straight into the camera, but it's just on his face. You see emotions there. He's thinking about stuff. We feel what he feels because this is super wonderful. This is a masterclass of acting from an actor under 30. This performance is so great. And this scene alone, I would have nominated him for an Oscar. Because look at this. He's just tearing up while the camera's just in his face. It's not moving. Wow, 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 wow.